Hello, welcome to Engine Adventures. Today we're going to be covering the 2019 Toyota Sequoia TRD Sport. The differences with the Sport are that it comes with some suspension tuning in the way of different shocks and anti-sway bars. They have these Bilstein shocks there and the TRD anti-sway bars, both front and rear. And this reduces body roll pretty significantly. I was surprised at how well this thing drives on the road. You can see the shock here and the anti-sway bar there. This one is four-wheel drive, has the 5.7 liter V8 with the 381 horsepower, 401 foot-pounds of torque, 6-speed automatic transmission. Like I said, it does have the four-wheel drive with the locking center differential. All of Toyotas now come with various levels of the Toyota safety features, and we'll get into that a little bit more later. But for the TRD Sport, the exterior, you get LED headlights, black satin badges and rims, the black grille, the mirrors are black. There's just a lot of blackout features on it. It does come with a trailer hitch receiver, and this one is the 7-passenger version, so it has the captain's chairs in the middle. The base price is $54,640, and then it has the TRD Sport Premium package, which includes leather seats. The front seats are heated, and the power adjustable seats and reclining and navigation, a bunch of other features like that. And the total price for it is $59,745, and that includes the destination price. And the EPA fuel mileage ratings are 13 city, 17 highway, and 14 combined. I'm getting about 15 so far. Most of that is highway driving and just a little bit of city. It is the magnetic gray metallic color. I like that the grille is part of the hood in case you ever need to work on anything down here. Makes it a lot easier, and you can stand here if you need to reach all the way up in there. There's that big 5.7 liter V8. There's actually quite a bit of room in the engine bay. I was a little surprised when I opened it up how much room was in there, but then again, the Sequoia is a very wide vehicle. It does pass the fog light test, but it is a little bit different. So let me pop the key in. So here, headlights on. The running lights, fog lights are on. And so you can see that the fog lights are on, and it looks like the daytime running lights are timing perfectly with the camera, so you can see it flashing there. But those are the daytime LEDs. So the fog lights do work separate from the headlights, but the daytime running lights are on. So jumping into the interior, they have secret little cubbies in a couple of spots. There's one there in the door, and then you have a nice welcome. TRD Sport. It looks like carbon fiber, but I'm sure it's just a plastic applique. This one has the adjustable legs right here on the front. You can move that up and down. It's probably moving too slow to see it, but and then the lumbar support as well. The other hidden cubby is right here in the center, so it's a little bit weird to me, but there's actually a pretty deep cubby there. Not sure what you would want to put in there, but you can also remove that. So that's probably what the main point of it is. You can remove the cup holders to get to there, but in case you didn't want to lose your cup holders, of which there are plenty in this vehicle, there's 3 in the doors, and in the center here there are 3 more, and in the rear there's a whole bunch, so plenty of cup holders. But anyway, that was kind of an interesting little pocket there. Down here you have 2 12-volt plugs and just a little cubby. This one does, like I said, have heated seats, dual zone, actually tri-zone temperature control. That one's for the rear passenger and driver. And let's go ahead and hit the apps there. This one comes with navigation. It has just the standard sound system, which is okay. It's not anything amazing, but it's not too bad either. And like I said, it has 4-wheel drive. We're in 4-wheel drive low right now because we're on the sand, but the center differential right here is unlocked. It makes it really easy for precise movements. And especially if you're backing a trailer up, it's really easy to throw it in 4 low and leave your center differential open, and then you have the better throttle response and makes it easier to maneuver, but then you don't have tire scrubbing because the center differential isn't locked. It also has adaptive cruise control. It'll follow the car in front of you however close you set it. Lane keep assist, and this is all part of the Toyota Safety Sense. So the Sequoia has Toyota Safety Sense P, and that includes the pre-collision system with pedestrian detection, automatic high beams, which is here. Let's go ahead and start it. We're starting to get a little bit fogged up in here. Sitting on the edge of the lakeshore, it's more humid. Has lane departure assist with steering assist as well, and then the radar cruise control, or adaptive cruise control is what I call it. But and then there are other vehicles, Toyota vehicles, that have a few other things like lane tracing assist, road sign assist, but the Sequoia has a good amount of features. Moving up here, it's one of the few vehicles with a sunglass holder that will fit my sunglasses. Let's pop these out. I prefer sunglasses that wrap around, so you see how much curvature they have on them, and a lot of sunglass holders do not work and they don't fit that way. But when I put them in my case, you can see the soft material here. To lay them the other way, I put them in my case and they fit in there just fine. It does have a manual mode here, and sport mode is what they call it, but I just leave it in drive most of the time. Sometimes holding grade or downshifting, I'll do that, put it in manual mode. It has the tow haul button that will adjust your shift points, keep your RPM a little higher, be more aggressive on the engine braking. And over here, I really like that they have a separate cubby area for the owner's manual, and then there's additional storage up top. This one does have the sunroof that will open up. One thing I like on Toyotas is this button right here, and that is the rear window. You can see that the rear window rolls down, has the automatic up and down feature. The center storage on this is quite large. You can remove that, put in a hanging file system if you need it. I have camera equipment down there right now, but there's a lot of space in there. And then there's also a 12-volt power plug right here, and all sorts of things here. You can put cards there. I have no idea what some of these others are for. That one might be a garage door opener, pencil, map. There's a little tissue holder for those small boxes of tissues. Just little stuff all over in there, so you can store whatever you need to store. And then it does slide forward and back as well, giving you adjustability there. So So let's move into the middle row. And again, that TRD Sport is on every door entryway. Lots of mosquitoes out here. See 2 more cup holders there down below. This one does not have the center console. Climbing into the 3rd row, you can just go around is probably the easiest way, but the seats do tilt and slide as well, making easy access to the 3rd row. There are additional cup holders here. As you saw, there are 2 in the doors, and you can control the air temperature for the rear from there. It's locked right now from the front, but you can, so the driver can lock it or unlock it and control it that way. There are armrests, and climbing into the 3rd row seats, 2nd row seats, there is tons of room, plenty of space. So this is the smaller of the 3rd row seats, and plenty of room for me. I'm 5'10". Plenty of room for me to fit back here pretty comfortably. I think you could easily fit 3 adults. And then down here on the bottom, when you're ready to get out, you can tilt and slide there, or you can also grab this handle up here, and that will lay the seats flat. One interesting thing is right here, so this bottom one will fold the seat or raise it up, but this one adjusts the incline angle of the backrest. So I'll go ahead and show you how much adjustability there is there. So you can get a pretty good angle there, and then when they're all the way up, it's almost straight up and down, but it gives you more cargo room. I like that feature. Can make it quite comfortable for the 3rd row seats. Okay, let's go check out the rear. Okay, so I'm on sand, so I brought some recovery equipment in case I needed it. But on this side, you can control the seats again, fold, and that headrest will automatically flip down, and that will fold flat. I'm not going to go all the way flat because I have that recovery stuff in the way. And all the way back up. Down here, storage area, and your jack and tools for changing a tire are down there. But to get to the spare tire, which is mounted underneath right there, you pop out this little tab, and it works kind of the same way as a pickup truck does. So you pop that out and you run a long arm down in there, and then there's a little winch, hand-powered winch there, where you can crank the spare tire up or down. A little bit of additional storage here and here on both sides. 2 cup holders on each side for the rear seats. There is no power lift gate on this one, which I was a little bit surprised at, but I don't mind it. It's not hard to open and close. If you're a little shorter and have a hard time reaching, that might be more of a pain. And then as we mentioned, it does have the trailer hitch. It has both the 4-pin and the 7-pin connectors. But there is no trailer brake controller available from the factory for this
Comes
vehicle.
with the roof rack with the black roof rails. Let me get to the high side.
Alright, so this is in 4-wheel drive high, but I turned off the traction control to see how it would go, and then I stop and turn it back on, but it doesn't engage, and then I had to reset, turn off the vehicle, turn it back on, and then you'll see the difference. So right there it's off. And this is after it's engaged, it's still off for some reason, it didn't turn back on. here the traction control's been reset, it's back on, but it's still not as aggressive as we get in a later one. Now I've switched the vehicle into 4-wheel drive low, and watch the traction control. On this one, the wheels hardly spin at all.
So as you can tell, there isn't a lot of articulation here, and that probably has a lot to do with, well, a lot of factors. Those really stiff TRD anti-sway bars, having independent suspension all around. I mean, this thing is pretty much fully articulated out right now. So that's about all the wheel travel you get if you compare the sides. I think I can lift that. Let's see, I can lift that off the ground. All right, here we go with a 0 to 60. We'll power brake it. This is in 2-wheel drive. Traction control kicked on. And there. Pretty fast, not bad for a big 6,000-pound SUV.
Thanks for watching Engine Adventures review of the 2019 Sequoia TRD Pro. Go ahead and hit subscribe for more reviews and how-tos on various vehicles and some fun off-roading clips.